Hello and welcome to my channel. This is BNSF 6951. I am Vinny and I will be your host. If you guys are interested in tips, tricks, and techniques on model railroading, then please hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Also, give me a thumbs up. That'll help my analytics with YouTube. With all that being said, let's get on with this video. See you in a bit. Alright guys and gals, welcome back to layout update number 3. Anyhow, what we're going to do now is I'm going to start covering up some of this plywood. It's been plywood for the last 10 years. So, these are some of the products I'm going to use. This is a Woodland Scenic Spine Turf. This is a Scenic Express a ballast that I am going to use for my gravel roads. And this ballast here is the buff that I'm going to be using for track ballast. That's what I've been using throughout the layout. Now, for a lot of you guys that don't know, this is a product that I was turned on to by Bob at Yankee Dabbler a couple years ago. And I want to tell you something, it works fantastic. It's called Ballast Magic. And what you do is you mix this with any ground cover that you're going to do on your layout. And you don't need to do the old-fashioned alcohol and water and soap and this and that and the other thing. This eliminates a lot of work. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how to use this, and we're going to start covering up some of this plywood in this area here. Anyhow, stay tuned. Let me change the camera angle, and we'll be back soon. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to show you how to mix up this Ballast Magic. Now, this one I have used, it has covered pretty much the entire lower level in room number 2. And there's still some left. I went ahead and bought another one just in case I run out of this, because this is going to require a lot of ground cover in this room. Anyhow, put that one aside, and there's still a little bit in here. So they recommend 1 tablespoon of this to between 7 and 10 tablespoons of whatever ground cover you're using. I am using AZ Dirt, as you can see. I picked that dirt up on one of my rail fanning trips, and I've just been sifting it, and there's no critters involved. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So, I'm going to take the one that says AC Dirt plus the black Ballast Magic, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we'll open this guy up. Now the good thing about this is all you do after you get this all mixed up, you just lay it down on your layout and just spray it with water, and it dries within 2 hours. I bought a bunch of these containers just to do what I'm doing right now. They are for food, so they have a really tight seal. Anyhow, we're going to put 20, because I don't want to keep mixing it. So we're going to put 20 and then 2 of these. So here we go. Well, that took most of what I had in this little container here, so I guess I got to sift some more. Anyhow, now we'll go ahead and take some of this Ballast Magic and put it in there. I don't know how much is left in here. Might be a spoon or 2. There's 1. And there's 2. Alright, so I got another bunch out of that 1 bottle. Put him on the side for now, and then we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up. Mix it up really good. Make sure all your ground cover is integrated. And I'm going to do this for all the other gravel that I'm going to use, and the ballast I'm going to use, and all of that stuff. So after this one is done, I'll go off camera and do the others, and we'll see how it goes from there. You can see this is This is getting mixed up pretty well. It doesn't change the color of whatever you're putting down either. Alright, so now what's in this little container here should take care of a lot of the area here. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do the others that I'm going to be using. We're going to start with gravel because there's a gravel road that comes in from way back there into this area. So stay tuned and we will be back shortly. Alright guys, I'm pretty amazed that this one bottle or jar or container, whatever you want to call it, got me 3 more scenic stuff ready to go. Anyhow, we're going to start, like I said, way back there in the corner because there's a gravel road that I want to kind of reproduce in that area. So I do it the old-fashioned way, and as you can see I do have gravel, and that's what I'm going to be using. And put these guys on the side for now. Alright, and like I was saying, I just use a spoon to do it. Why? Because I have control of it. So here we go. Alright, so you guys can see how this is going to be done. So I'm just going to go head off camera and do whatever I have to do here, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. Bye for now. Alright guys and gals, unfortunately the original clip for this part of the video, I forgot to turn the microphone on. So what I'm showing you here is the foam that I'm going to be using to do my backdrop with. It's like a 1/16 of an inch thick. It's 11 by 14. And a bunch of a lot of them, there was like a pack of 25, less than 25 bucks. So I put them all together, and I also painted it the same color as the rest of the backdrop that we have going on there, so everything would match. Anyhow, I'm sorry that the clip got deleted, but anyhow, this is a makeup clip for it. With all that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and get on with the rest of this video, and we'll see what happens from there. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to go ahead and build these kits. As you can see, there's a couple of different ways you could build them, but I'm not going to follow those instructions. Of course, I'm a guy. Why would I want to follow instructions, right? I am going to make these backdrop buildings, and they will have whatever business I decide they will be named after one of my grandchildren. One is going to be for my granddaughter, and one will be for my grandson. So, unfortunately, the clip I did to show you how I did this, excuse me, had a lot of hissing sound in it, and I didn't like the clip. If I have to use it, I will. But anyhow, I will show you what I have done with this kit right here. You can see, I did one here, and this is 10 feet. This is going to be a backdrop building, and then this is the other that I built out of that. And so what I did was, what I like about these Pike Stuff buildings is, number one, they give you a bunch of places that you can cut these to make different sized buildings. And number two, you don't have to cut the windows and doors out. They're already done. So that's a big plus. And they're not expensive. And like I said, I got 2 backdrop buildings out of this one kit. So, also, I don't remember if it was in the other clip or not, but I'm going to show you something else that I'm doing. If you guys remember, a few weeks ago I built this building and I was going to use it in my engine facility yard. It's not really prototypical, but I thought as long as it was, it was cheap enough, I would just put it together. I'm not going to use it only because I am going to do what's more prototypical, and that would be this guy right here. There'll be enough room for 2 locomotives to sit in here. I built the outside structure, and then I decided I wanted to put a steel frame in there, so that's what I started doing here. I'm not going to show how I built this. I've showed you guys plenty of times on scratch builds. Anyhow, let me see how this part of the video came out, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now. Alright guys, on my last live stream on April 28th, I redid all of the ground cover in this here, and I showed you guys how I did it, and all that other kind of stuff, what materials I used and so forth and so on. So now we come over to this side here, and I did rearrange the track here. It used to come straight out this way. I curved it back there because I want to put a double-sided tanker truck loading platform there. I replaced those tanks. Well, actually, I replaced that tank with those tanks. So that area is pretty well set up. This place here is kind of a big mess. I'll be working on that probably in this video. But what I'd like to show you guys is at the beginning of this video, I showed you I was going to do ground cover. And there it is. All my ground cover in this area is pretty complete. It's done up to here. And everything in front of the main line has ground cover on it. And then the same thing over here, from this road all the way to the wall on this side of the track is all scenic. Now I have to concentrate on the rest of the yard and the scenic stuff back there. And that back there, that wall is a false wall. You can see the difference right there. But Dave and I built this wall right here. It's just a piece of foam that's there because there's no way I would be able to reach all the way back in that corner from where I'm standing right now. So I did make this, this little stream scene right here with stream buildings right there and buildings back there with a street and a street. And that is prototypical the way it is. Anyhow, I need to start putting my structures back in place, and we'll see how this goes from there. Talk to you guys later. Alright guys, I'm going to continue on with the ground cover in this room. As you can see, I got this all completed as I stated in my last clip. But now, I've got the entire yard done. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Also, after 3.5 years or 2.5 years, I don't remember how long, I finally... Let's move this guy out of the way. I finally painted the train depot in Phoenix. Yes, sir. I kind of straightened this out a little bit. I still got to do the stripes on here. That's going to be the next video. What I do want to show you is this here. Got this all done. I got gravel road in here. This white area right here is going to be for truck loading. So that's all done. All of it's done back here, except for that little space right there. So everything on this side of the main line, in between the main lines there and here, has been scenic. The reason why is because I still got to change ground throw here. I got to put a couple of ground throws in back there, and a couple over here also. One there and one there, and also one here. Well, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video, and as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951, a ViniVid production, out for now. Bye.